welcome to Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, it's not. Stay with us. All right, one last time, welcome to Crusade with me. If you're listening on New Year's Eve, the world is loud right now. Countdowns, fireworks, endless advice on how to reinvent yourself by midnight. As if life responds to pressure, as if becoming whole can be rushed. But tonight, slow down. Because the dawn is not rushed. The sun has never forced its way into the sky. It has never strained to arrive. It simply rises. Steady, patient, right on time. And that's how real beginnings work. Well, hello, my queen. How are you?
I am fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're doing our New Year's Eve episode, our final Crusade with Me episode, and I know you're excited. We did our final benediction words. They actually dropped this morning. This is the eve of Christmas Eve, or New Year's Eve,
Christmas Eve.
The evening before New Year's Eve. And so that episode dropped this morning, and this is our final one that we're going to be doing of Crusade with Me. And I don't want this to be down and about. I just want this to be a look forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, my queen.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to in 2026?
In the near future, I'm looking forward to hibernating. if I'm allowed.
I thought you were going to talk about free Saturday mornings.
Yes, well, there's that. We really try to stay away from what are they called?
The resolutions.
Resolutions.
Yeah, we don't.
But we do.
We do. You do.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Try
what
not to
you
do
that voodoo so well. Yeah, everything's a song title, Terrace. But we do kind of like do goals and things that we are planning for the new year, or better ourselves, better our marriage, kind of things like that.
It could get better?
It could. In some ways, it better get better, Buster. Now. So, yeah. That's it. I was thinking, and I don't know why I didn't think this earlier, but I was thinking during the intro, I was thinking back to, we moved to Arkansas back we left 2 days after Christmas in 2018.
Correct.
And we were in a hotel while we were looking at houses. And on January 1st of 2019, we did something, and this is going to seem so trivial to others, but to me, because we were reading books and playing card games and whatnot. We had seen
you made me play Yahtzee, remember?
Yeah, we did, and we were getting pretty desperate. Well, you were going to work, and I was, getting kind of.
I'm talking about between the time that I started, because we went down there before I started. I think we bought a house before I actually started work.
Well, we were in the process of, yes. Yeah. So anyways, we went, but we had all of our worldly possessions were still in a storage here in this state. But anyways, so we had seen somewhere at a local state park that there was going to be a first day hike.
Yes. Yes. That began a tradition. Sorry.
Kind of my point. But coming from someone who has the issues that I have, living in a state that is
flat.
known down there is not known to be flat,
Yes.
and who did not have the proper shoes to be hiking, we took the challenge, and many times I wanted to quit. But we were with people, and there was a guide, and she had binoculars, and which I'm going to follow.
And a large portion of the group were significantly older than us.
Yes.
But you could tell by the caliber of the hiker, by the number of walking sticks they carried.
Yes.
Some had one, some had two.
Yes.
Like,
but that was...
Oh, they were serious.
Yes. But it was a personal challenge to me and I remember crying at one point because I was so miserable. But those tears eventually turned to joy because I knew I was to the point where I was going to make it.
Sure.
And it became a personal satisfaction. That
the truck with a heater was in sight.
Yeah. Well, we learned real quick it really wasn't that cold. But and that became a tradition. And then the following year, my brother, whom we've talked about and asked for prayers for multiple times, the following year they came to visit, and then we took them on the same hike, and then the year after we ventured off on our own and
correct
and went to much more beautiful places because we had found more beautiful places.
But Julie got lost.
Yeah. Anyways, so
Julie did get lost. I got lost.
So when you set
Sorry.
So when you set personal challenges for yourself and then you accomplish personal challenges for yourself, sometimes they turn into accomplishments that kind of turn into, I don't know exactly what I know what I'm trying to say. I thought
traditions or things that you share with other people.
Yeah.
Especially other family members.
Right.
Right?
Sure. You lost me when you're trying to turn it all into a joke, but...
Well, I did. We took the high road. I thought was the high road. And it wasn't. But that was a fun time. We didn't go last year because when Jeff wasn't feeling well, for one, and for two, was it cold or rainy last year?
We didn't go last year.
I know we didn't go, but Jeff didn't come down last year. They didn't come down.
He had just finished up his stem cell treatment. Yes. Right. But the year before, we took them up to a state park here locally. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, because we carved in wood.
Yep.
So it has become a tradition.
I know.
Yeah. I don't have any meaningful things that I do. I don't remember you crying, though, on the trail. I remember us, because it was like a 2-mile hike, right, that day.
I wasn't like bawling like a baby.
No.
Was...
But, I just remember it was a 2-mile hike, and I thought, okay, we can walk 2 miles. What I didn't calculate was the portion of Arkansas we were living in was certainly not flat. It's the Ozarks, and it was much more challenging than I had ever thought that it would be, only because of the up and down. Mm-hmm. And the down was almost as challenging as the up. Maintaining your speed, not just becoming a ball and rolling down the hill, and that was a challenge. But also, absolutely beautiful country that you don't get to see like where we're from.
Right.
South side of Chicago is the only part of town. Go down there, you better just beware. Oh, never mind.
Bad Leroy Brown.
Mm-hmm. You got any other reflections? I mean, for 2025.
You share one, I'll think.
Well, obviously, the obvious one is we're concluding a podcast we started in 2025, so that's significant.
Right.
The the other 2025 reflection that I just quickly wanted to highlight was that I thought was absolutely phenomenal was our trip to Key West.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Neither of us had ever been to Key West, and I see what all the hype's about now that I've been.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about Key West often. I'll be candid, especially as it's turned cold here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll give you time, baby.
Well, I mean, you want highlights or?
Just things that have crossed your mind that kind of a reflection or highlights for 2025.
Well, we lost 3 of the Fab Five to another state. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But that's, and then
That's a
Mom
low
moving-
light.
Yeah.
That's a low light.
Mom moving out, but, we've managed that.
I
We've
thought that
got to
was-
spread out over our house. We've seen, a lot of family.
Yes.
The family weekend is always a fun, and now we're coming back up on that soon. We don't have to plan this year.
February. February.
Yeah.
It's your mother's birthday month.
Yes, the Queen Mom's birthday month. Lots of activities.
Yes. I was just thinking, as the year closes, let's be honest. How we got here, right? I mean,
Right. It goes fast.
and things can change drastically.
Yep, we weren't planning on one of our children, and
No, 3 of our grandchildren moving away, but they did.
Mhm.
And some of us, some people listening, they didn't charge forward in 2025. They just adjusted course, which is the right thing to do. We've done this. We talked about it a lot. We have to navigate uncertainty, and we've certainly done that in 2025. We've learned what mattered by discovering what didn't. And we did stay upright through change. And that counts. Because one thing that these years stacking up has taught me is life is not a straight line, right? It really is a process of constant correction. Small shifts, quiet recalibrations, staying aware enough to respond instead of react. Because that can get me in trouble. So if this year has taught us anything, it's that endurance often looks like patience. And strength often looks like restraint. But you're still here, still breathing, and we are still open to what comes next. And that's not nothing,
Right.
Right. So the year coming doesn't need to be conquered. It needs to be entered. After nearly 40 years in manufacturing, I've learned something that applies far beyond the factory floor. You don't arrive at a destination by wishing. You arrive by setting a course and adjusting as reality unfolds. So in the year ahead, I plan to do exactly that. To take the tools learned over decades, discipline, awareness, process, patience, and apply them to life itself. Not to force outcomes, but to move with intention. As you know, and I think you've alluded to in our last podcast or last episode, there's another project taking shape, right? And that's kind of what I'm referencing. A new way of sharing how real progress happens and how lives are built through small, repeatable actions, and how clarity comes from attention, not noise. Not chasing success, but designing directions. But no system, no plan, no destination matters if you miss the people walking beside you. Into your head, my focus is going to be closer to home. On my bride, 40 years. Choosing presence over distraction. Attention over habits. Shared moments over shared schedules. Focusing a little bit more on my children. Listening more and fixing less. Trusting the work that's already been done. And of course on the Fab Five. Watching them become who they are becoming. Without rushing them. Without projecting my timeline onto their unfolding lives. Because the greatest work we do is not necessarily what we produce, it's how we show up. And that matters. So one of my intentions for the year ahead is simple, but it's not easy. It's to be here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Not replaying what we can't what we can't change. Not living 10 steps ahead of the moment, but practicing attention. Eating without distraction. Listening without rehearsing replies. Learning new things. Not to stay busy. I'm busy. But to stay awake. Growth doesn't always require acceleration, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it requires stillness. The present moment is not a pause in life. It is life. So the new year won't arrive in a rush. It will come in pieces. A morning routine. A conversation that matters. A choice made with clarity instead of impulse. You don't need to be transformed. You don't need to overhaul everything. You only need to keep aligning again and again and again. And that's with truth. The way reveals itself to those who are paying attention. My queen,
Yes, sir.
your closing thoughts, your final crusade with me. Final thoughts.
I'm proud of you for what you started, what you're finishing, and what you're heading into. This was your dream.
I don't know if it was a dream, but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you
I get it. It was my idea.
You started it and you said you were going to give it a year.
Mm-hmm.
You finished it through the year. Exactly.
Correct.
And you're going to go a different direction. And I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. I'm proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone and sitting here doing this. Because I know that wasn't easy for you either.
No. Well, we've spent time together every week.
That's true. That's true. You know, those hundreds of people listening are very attentive to. And I do want to take a moment and thank the listeners.
Yes.
Because we do have some regular, both of them, listeners.
That's not true.
I would name them, but...
That's not true. They're anonymous.
I know.
That is not true.
But some beautiful people that we know listen.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes. Our little Charlie over there who will live on
That's correct.
forever.
Never received a gift for a podcast before, but that was sweet. That was very nice. All right. And now, Crusaders, receive this blessing. Not a command, not a demand, but as a gentle sending. May your steps be deliberate, not hurried. May your strength remain flexible, not brittle. May you act when action is needed, and wait when waiting is wiser. May your work be meaningful. May your rest be deep. May your relationships be places of safety and growth. May you learn new things without dragging the past behind you. May you live forward. And when uncertainty comes, may you remember, you're not late. You're not lost. You're already on the path. The dawn is not rushed. And it's already rising. This has been Crusade with me. Thank you for walking this road with us, for your time, for your trust. Walk well, walk awake, and walk forward with intention and peace. And as always, crusade with me.